Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Crypto.com's CRO token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. You should do your own thorough research before investing money into crypto. Now, jumping into the daily chart straight off the bat. If you haven't seen the previous video, by the way, make sure to check it out before watching this one because I'm not going to be repeating a lot of the stuff that I mentioned in the last video. For the sake of not repeating it. So make sure to watch the previous update before watching this one so you're up to date with all the patterns. So we do have this multi-month support trend line that we had since June pretty much over here. And we've been holding it. We bounced off of it in July. We bounced off of it at the end of the September. And you can expect another bounce if we have a pullback on Bitcoin. That would still be healthy, yeah? And below that, actually not above that, we do have the 55 EMA. So always bring out the 20 EMA, the 55 EMA, the 100 EMA, the 150 EMA, the 200 EMA. Those are going to help you to find nice support and resistance levels, right? So as you can see right now, we've been holding the 20 EMA very nicely. And you could have set some buy orders at the 20 EMA and you could have bought in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches off the 20 EMA since October 12th. And you could have been in a profit of 14%, you know, roughly 14%. So make sure to buy off the 20 EMA. Below that, we have the 55 EMA. Make sure to buy off of that. And if you see us lose the 55 EMA, right, look for this trend line to hold support. Now, if we're going to start losing the trend line on the daily chart, that is bearish, right? But we do have a support level over here, and that support level is going to come from the fib, right? We do have a large fib setup right now. That is from the swing high over here, February 22nd, all the way to the swing low in June. I'm just going to set up the fib a bit more properly. And we do have the 0.5 over here sitting at 16.61 cents, okay? So that's your major support level if you start losing the trend line, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now, Crypto.com has been going, you know, sideways a lot for a long time, but it's good because that was a great time to start accumulating because you can see what is happening right now is we're tightening up. So in this large range, as you can see, we're tightening up right now, and we may have a very, very strong breakout, and we may come to the 1.272 or the one level basically on the fib and have that full retracement to this swing high over here. We do have our targets at 82 cents. We do have our targets at 61 cents and at 50 cents, right? Above that, we do have the $1.43, but that would be an overextension. And we want to stay conservative. Obviously, if you're holding long term and you really believe in the project, you can hold until, you know, $10 or something like that. But I do think we're going to have a pullback, and I'm just willing to take profits before the pullback, and so that I could buy back in at the pullback. Now, we do have this resistance line above us, right? You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches off of it, and potentially we can get rejected off of that area once again. As you can see, we're entering this yellow rectangle area, and I've set up this area actually quite a long time ago. And I told you each time we're going to come to this area, we may get rejected, and we got rejected 2 times after I set that up, as you can see. And right now we're in that area, and what we're looking to do is open up a candle above this resistance line, above 20 cents pretty much. Now, why is that important? Because that is where the golden ratio is. And if we open up a candle above the golden ratio, that means that we've beaten that resistance. We can back test it as support, and then we can start moving up. Otherwise, you can get rejected back to the 20 EMA. But the good thing is that the EMAs are pushing the price up. You see, we're getting squeezed up. So you have this resistance, you have the trend line. So the price is being squeezed into a tight little apex, and we're going to break out relatively soon, in my opinion. And, you know, the breakout can be quite massive. So, yeah, look for that. Another resistance level over here at the 0.786, sitting at 25 cents. And that could be a nice take profit area. And you can buy back in at a support over here at these swing highs over here. You can see you have some swing highs over here, and the price usually comes back down and retests those swing highs. So right now we're looking good on the RSI. Let's see what we have here. So we've broken above this resistance, right? And now we've kind of back tested it as support. We fell down a bit, and what you want to do is you want to get out of this pattern. I actually drew this quite a long time ago, but you can see that you have multiple touches off of this lower trend line. So perhaps if you see a bounce off of this level over here, off this support line, that would be a nice place to put some buy orders, right? But you want to get above this resistance level, because that is a resistance level, because you can see that we've been testing it as support quite a lot of times, but now we broke below it and we want to get back above it. And obviously once you see the project get overextended and overbought above the 70 on the RSI, that's when you can potentially start taking some profits. Okay, so hopefully that's easy to understand. The daily chart, we're looking good. We're in a bullish cross. It's a slow project, but with the partnerships that it has in store and with the partnerships it already has, I think this will be one of the more, really great projects that will bring in a lot more people into the space, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, now jumping into Kucoin, we're on the 4-hourly chart, and you can see that we have some sort of a inverse head and shoulders pattern playing out over here. So it's not the prettiest pattern, but you can see that we had this dip over here on the 4-hourly chart, so you can count that as the right shoulder. This over here is the left shoulder, and this over here is the head, obviously. So hopefully that's easy to see. And you do have your first peak over here and the second peak over here in between the shoulders and the head. So you connect those peaks, you get a trend line. That trend line represents the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders, and you extend that trend line up until where you see the breakout. Obviously, we actually hit this trend line once again, got rejected. And right now you've broken above, went back below it, and now with a strong move, you've broken above the trend line. And right now we are in a technical target to, let me give you that price target, to 25 cents essentially. And we do have the 1.618 over here sitting at 24.31 cents. And that is because we have a swing high over here in September. And we have a swing low in September as well, September 29th. And I've placed a fib based on those swing high and swing low. And we got the target sitting at 1.618. And actually, if we start breaking above this previous high over here, I do apologize. If we start breaking above this high over here, that means we're in a technical target to this 1.618 extension. And you can see that we held the golden ratio very nicely. So if you see a pullback, 18 cents, 16 cents is a potentially very good area to hold support. But as you can see, we've been in this sort of, you can see that this is sort of a symmetrical triangle over here, and you're kind of already breaking out over here. You can see. So let's say this is a symmetrical triangle, right? You're pretty much getting to the 1.272 on the fib as well, right? So you have that target. This target is from the inverse head and shoulders, from the bottom of the head to the neckline. Place it at the breakout. You're getting 25 cents. You have 24 cents sitting at the 1.618. So I would say that, let me get a little rectangle over here. So this would be a nice take profit zone for you from 25 cents, from 24 to 25 cents, a nice take profit zone. And you can see that we do have this sort of symmetrical triangle playing out. And we're being kind of squeezed up over here, right? If I just bring out another trend line. So as you can see, yeah, we're being squeezed in this sort of symmetrical triangle over here on the 4-hourly chart, and it looks like we're going to get a breakout relatively soon, and you can expect the price to go at least to the 1.272. Okay, so you got your targets. Now on the 4-hourly chart, we're having an EMA squeeze over here. You can see that the 20 EMA is kind of bouncing off the 55 EMA, and that's acting sort of a bullish cross, like a bullish cross, and you can see we're hitting the previous swing high, hitting it as resistance. Once we break through, you're looking at 22 cents as your next target. If we take a look at the RSI over here, the RSI looks good. Once you start getting into this area over here on the 4-hourly chart, that's when I assume you're going to get to 22 cents. and get overextended and overbought. So potentially you can take profits at 1.272 on the fib. And taking a look at the stochastic RSI, we're still doing good, just recovering from the oversold position over here. And we're starting our way up to the overbought. So once you get over here, that would be your signal to take profits. You know, and this is just if you're trading. If you're looking for long-term trading, then I would suggest you just stake your Crypto.com a dollar cost average, and you can take profits when major resistance and targets are hit, right? On the MACD, we're just getting the bullish cross, so that will be your confirmation of the uptrend. So the MACD, when you get a bullish cross in the MACD, that will confirm the uptrend, and usually after that, we have some nice move towards the upside. You can see it's a bit choppy over here on the 4-hourly chart, but once you see a bullish cross, you see the appreciation. You see a bullish cross over here, you see the appreciation. You have a bullish cross over here, you see the appreciation, right? So perhaps we get another bullish cross right now, a nice move towards 22 cents, and that's when you want to take profits, plus the symmetrical triangles playing out very nicely. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if I missed out any patterns on this chart. Let me know if you're involved in Crypto.com. What are your end year targets for Crypto.com as well? Check out the Telegram chat and the Discord server. A lot of news, low cap gems, and technical analysis being shared in both of those chats. Make sure to check out the 2 videos on your screen right now. And that is pretty much it for me. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.